Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Chad here, and welcome to the home of the Money Minute. As you can see, we're going to be comparing some cards. Now, we're going to be comparing two cards that have a lot to offer to the great masses out there. Now, people, they're suffering from inflation and, the general economic state, as it were. But we're going to be comparing two cards that actually can be very useful to almost anyone. So on one hand, we have the Amazon Prime Signature Visa Rewards card. And on the other hand, we have the Capital One Walmart MasterCard. Now, both of these cards are fighting in the same arena. They're really of the same weight class, regardless of what people may think. Now, before we get into the Battle Royal, I also want to ask you that if you're getting any value from this, as always, please hit the like button. Please smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm to get this in front of more people. Please like, please share, please comment. Really, that's one of my most favorite things. And also please subscribe. But the comments, I love them. I always say it, so I have to put that out there. Now, without holding you guys up anymore, let's just get right into it. The very first category we're going to compare these cards on is the sign-up bonus. Now, both of these would be what I would call intermediate cards or mid-tier cards, so we know that those normally come with sign-up bonuses. But in this, we have one card, the Amazon Prime card, that has a varying sign-up bonus wherein that when you sign up for the card on Amazon.com, normally with the instant approval method, they will give you an Amazon gift card right on the spot. So you can consider that maybe it may be 100, 150, I've heard as high as 200, but that will be considered your sign-on bonus. The best part about it is that there's no spend required. The minute you apply for the card, boom, instant return. Now the Walmart MasterCard falls flat in this. As of this filming today, there is no sign-up bonus for the Walmart MasterCard. And, maybe somebody ought to talk to the people over at Capital One about that. But the only thing that, as of right now, the Walmart MasterCard does offer, which, this will tie into a later criterion that we're judging the card on, is that for 12 months, if you load the card as your payment method on your Walmart.com wallet app, and you use that to do scan and go in store, you can actually get 5% back on all of your Walmart in-store purchases. Why is that an offer, you say? Well, just sit back and we'll get into that in a little bit. So as far as sign-up bonuses go, I'm personally going to give the point to the Amazon Prime card because it literally has instant return, takes no effort on your part. You instantly get something, some sort of gratification when you open the card. And there's no spend required. Now, before we get into the categories, let's talk fees. That's one of the most important things. We're at mid-tier cards. Remember, fees are a way of life. Except now, because the Amazon Prime card has a 0 annual fee. And the best thing about it is that the Walmart MasterCard also has a 0 annual fee. And let's take this a step further. One is a Signature Visa, and the other one is a World MasterCard. And both of them have 0 foreign transaction fees. So as far as fees are concerned, we have a tie. Each get a point, 0 fees out of pocket, which is what we like, especially for mid-level cards. Now, onto the categories. On the Amazon Prime card, which I did do a video of and I outlined the categories, I'll go ahead and link that video here. You can look up in the corner. With the Amazon Prime card, it is famous for its 5% off at Amazon.com. Everybody knows Amazon.com. It has a reach that spans the globe. In addition to that, you also get 5% off in Whole Foods supermarkets. The card also grants 2% back at restaurants, at gas station purchases, and in drugstores. And then you get 1% off, 1% back for everything else. Now onto the Walmart card. The Walmart MasterCard will give you 5x back at walmart.com. That's a very important thing to remember, is that you're getting the 5x back at walmart.com only. That is for just online purchases. That includes groceries though, and that includes for store pickup and for delivery. So that is actually the opposite of a lot of language that you hear with many other card issuers that do not include Walmart groceries as a cashback category where groceries are concerned. But this card does, and not only does it do so for the standard 3%, it goes all the way to 5%, which is definitely a draw. Now here's the con to that. It's only online. So when I told you about the offer that they have where the first year you can actually use your card in store by only using the mobile wallet via the app, that is actually a hoop that you have to jump through, and that's why it lost a point on that multiplier. And it also kind of sticks it to long-time brick and mortar Walmart shoppers who may not be ready to shift over to that mobile app yet. However, if you take the card and you slide it at a Walmart store, you get 2x back. And then in addition to that, you also get 2x at restaurants and for travel purchases, and then 1x back for everything else. So as far as categories are concerned, this time I'm going to give the point to the Amazon Prime card. A, because it has more spending categories than the Walmart card, and there's really no hoops to jump through. Amazon is the largest online retailer. Walmart is the largest brick and mortar retailer, but because of their competition with Amazon, they're trying to take some of the market share, and it's going to be a lot. That's a tall order. That's a tall mountain to climb. And you know, with this, for ease of use and more categories, point for the Amazon Prime card. Now, another category that you're going to find in mid-level cards is a downgrade path. So now you're probably wondering, why would we even be talking about a downgrade path with two no annual fee cards? But the fact of the matter is that since an Amazon Prime membership is required in order to hold the Prime Rewards card, should you stop being a Prime member, there's actually a downgrade to that, where Amazon, in conjunction with Chase, will actually downgrade your card to the regular Amazon card, which will change your multipliers. This no annual fee card actually does have a downgrade path, whereas the Walmart card doesn't. So that really throws a point to the Walmart card, because you are not required to have any sort of program in order to maintain the status of having the Walmart card. That includes their Walmart Plus service. Now, speaking of that, both of these cards have what I call companion services. Now, I've already made reference to the Prime card, meaning you have to have Amazon Prime. And the current price of Amazon Prime is $139 a year. It's the best price to pay. There's no point in paying monthly because you're going to end up paying more over the year anyway. And we don't leave anything on the table here. So now you have $139 for Amazon Prime, which everyone is aware of. I don't have to count its virtues. But then you also have $98 a year for Walmart Plus, which is a newer service. Now, mind you, you do get some benefit here. You definitely get the 2-day shipping, a la Prime. There are no order minimums, a la Amazon Prime. But unfortunately, they just can't keep up with Prime. Now, mind you, Walmart Plus is great. You can do your groceries as long as you order $35 minimum. There's no delivery fee. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I know people who use it. I've used it. It works pretty well. So they do that well. But unfortunately, they can't catch Prime, because when you pay that $139 with Prime, you get Amazon Prime and Amazon Music and Amazon Videos and the photo album. You actually get storage space for your photos. You get a lot for that $139. It's just a way more robust and entrenched program that has proven itself to be a favorite of shoppers. So in that category, the Prime card gets the point again. And now, the final category is what I call break even. We have two no annual fee cards here that are touting their cashback potential, touting pretty decent multipliers to reel you in. So let's ask ourselves, how much do we have to spend in order to break even? Should we get both companion services? Now, mind you, once again, we're going to make this fair, and we're going to say that you have Walmart Plus because it wouldn't be fair to the Amazon card. So this is what we're going to do with that. So now with a $139 a year fee, your spend on the Amazon card would have to equal $2,780 in order to earn enough of that 5% cash back online to equal the $139 cost of the annual Amazon Prime membership. Now, if you feel that you spend that much per year, which is about $232 a month, if you feel like you spend that much per month, then you gotta go with the Prime card. Now, in order to cover the $98 cost of Walmart Plus, you actually have to spend $1,960 on Walmart.com or in their stores in order to cancel out the cost of their companion program. And if you break that down monthly, that's about $163 per month at Walmart. I know people who can do that standing on their head. So if we just go dollar for dollar, the less spend required gives the Walmart MasterCard the point here. So here we have it. In a dead heat, the Amazon Prime rewards card actually beats the Walmart MasterCard by 1 point. It managed to win in sign-up bonuses. There was a tie for the fees. It won in categories, hands down. And it also won with the robustness of its companion app. So that's 4 points to the Walmart card's 3 points. Now, this is just my opinion, and this is just some criteria I figured that both of these cards, you know, if someone was really wanting to employ them, would look at. Maybe you have a different idea of maybe some criteria I should have also included, like credit card protections. You know what I mean? If you have these ideas, please leave them in the comments. I'd love to hear your input. If you think I missed something also, please leave those in the comments. But that's just my opinion. And right now we have our winner, which is the Amazon Prime Rewards Signature Visa. Don't get me wrong, the Walmart card put up a great fight, but this just wasn't its day. But that's just a little comparison that I wanted to do. I just happened to notice both cards, and I noticed that, you know, zero annual fee cards are very attractive to people, and especially now people trying to hedge inflation and trying to save a little money or even get a little money back. It can just be really helpful. And then in addition to that, both of these cards earn rewards on their respective portals, the Chase portal and the Capital One portal, and you can cash them back for cash. You can also use them at the point of sale. Use your points in order to pay for your purchases. And then in addition to that, they can both have their points used towards travel. And lastly, both of these have points that can be used at any time. There are no minimal accruals except for in the case of gift cards. There are no minimal accruals in order for you to apply these points to purchases. That's just a additional thing I want to let you know. But I'm not going to take up any more of your time. Hope you get some value from this. Remember, hit that like button. Please comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. And until next time, I'll see you later.